Hi there, I'm back. In my perpetual state of ADHD, I have decided that we're going to play a different game now. Do I have my microphone on? Yes, I do. Okay, fantastic. Pathologic 3, one of the games that's been knocking around my library for a while that I bought kind of specifically to stream. And now we're doing it. I've literally, I can't tell you anything else. I've never played this game before in my life. I know very little about it. I know a little bit about it. I've never played the first two games either, but you don't need to play the first two games apparently, and the first two games kind of suck from what I've seen. What is this game? I don't know, honestly. I've seen footage of the first two games. I still couldn't tell you what kind of games they are, and I couldn't really tell you what kind of game this is, but we'll find out together. What I do know though is it did when I first booted it up. A good start to the stream. We made professionals yet? Yeah, I have a real intro now. Dang, I sound coherent there. Anyway, the first time I booted this game up, it had this pop-up saying, "Hey, there's nudity in this game. Do you want to turn on streamer mode?" And I did that. I did that immediately. So, hopefully that's hopefully there's not going to be anything unsavory now that I turned that on. Again, I'm playing this completely blind, so I have literally no idea. Okay. Play. Let's get into the thick of it.
I'm Daniil Dankovsky.
Oh, crap. I skipped it. We can accept artistic nudity, but it's on thin ice. Pal. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Good Christian streams here. We are a doctor, so I assume that's what it's going to be, is medical exam stuff. So definitely nothing titillating. And wow, that's a load time. I accidentally skipped the opening cutscene, so we're going to have to go back at some point. Actually, I think I might just quit out because this is taking forever. We're a Eurasian doctor, judging by the last name. We're going somewhere called the Steppe, which I assume is like based on the real life steppe in some way, except with minor differences that you'll see at some point. But I think we're from a Soviet institution, so yeah, we are basically Eurasian because we're from a Soviet medical institution. Anyway, apparently I don't have subtitles on. Does this game have subtitles? Oh wow. I'll turn large text on because I have bad eyes, but and hints and thoughts. I don't know why that wasn't on there. I forget. I don't know what button you press. It says, is it 0? Oh, I don't remember what button it is to apply. Yeah, the apply button like does not work, I don't think. Yeah, what the heck? How do you apply settings? What? Hang on. I'm gonna spend more time in the freaking... Oh my god, all the forum posts are in Russian. Yeah, that's weird. Hold on. Leave a post moaning about it. Professional street. Shut up. Okay. That's genuinely confusing. Like, let me move myself so you can see. Actually. No, don't. Like, look at that. You see that? What key is that? I'm pressing O, 0, O on the numpad, enter, shift. Is it Q? What was that? It's not Q. Wait. Is that... Oh my god, what? Oh my god, that's the worst button prompt I've ever seen. can barely even make out the... Okay. Yeah, that's kind of BS, but whatever. We're moving on. Q to apply. What a absolute nightmare. Okay, the game's getting loud. There's also apparently no subtitles, so yeah, just enjoy that.
I am Daniil Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. All my life I have been studying death, the greatest boundary holding humanity back. The powers that be were frightened of my search. My lab in the capital was about to be closed. But it cannot be denied that some phenomena might be found
Giant
only
cow
in the strangest, most remote parts of our country. Little
Bachelor,
details
not even a
that are
real
yet to be
doctor,
explored
dude.
By forward-thinking minds.
I should stop
People
talking.
accept the supposed imminence of death way too easily. We meekly follow our life's path to it, like cattle to the slaughter. But we shouldn't. My search for immortality has brought me rumors of one, Simon Kane, a supposedly immortal man, living in one such town. He might be just the proof all my theories need. The final patient. I need to find him, or else all my life's work is doomed.
Did we just get robbed? Did we just get robbed by children? Was that what I saw there? Great start. Off to a great start. Forming a great relationship with the foreigners. I think of Hydroneer where their Q looks like a 2. Oh yeah. I don't play a lot of Hydroneer. It's just too grindy for me. I want to get into it because I've seen later game and it looks pretty good. The early game is just too much grinding. God, this loading bar. No hurry to get anywhere. Oh, hang on. What am I? Oh. There. My game's frozen. There we go. Oh, that mouse sensitivity. Tell me you have a control for that. Okay. Q. There we go. Better. Alright, view the mind map. Cool. My thoughts, conclusions, deliberations. To see the events of a specific day, press the number on the circle. We are on day 1. Are you serious? I barely stepped off the train and my things were immediately stolen. Ah, the joys of rural life. Without my tools, I'm useless. I must find the prototype in the microscope. They're vital. Yeah, we got robbed. We got robbed by children on a literally 2 seconds into here. Immortal man. Simon Kane, an alleged immortal, lives in this town. Understanding him is the only way to save my Thanatica. Are you chasing shadows against Dankovsky? So, okay, summary is we came here to find a guy named Simon Kane, who's apparently immortal, and I think Thanatica is the name of the institute we're coming from. Things? Seems more like they happen in urban country. Well, Dankovsky's kind of classist, so... Big town. Backbone, marrow, gut, maw, still water, skinners, tanners, hindquarters, crude sweat. I don't like that these are named after anatomy. Flank, chine, backbone, marrow. Yeah. Very crude. Freshman's Watch. Nika gave this to me on my first day at university. The inscription reads, Ad multos annos. What does that mean? I managed to maintain balance for now. Oh yeah, you have a sanity meter in this game. That's the whole thing. Debutante. Two-shot pistol designed by Jacques Debutante. Tiny and non-threatening. I'm saving the last bullet for one particular purpose. I wonder what that purpose is. Probably nothing sinister. Anyway. Okay, some objects can be useful. I can spot them easily if I concentrate. Some thoughts will touch your mental state. Okay. Some drugs. Nice. I think I can keep looking, but this will make me... Yeah, this will make me angry. So Dankovsky is profoundly mentally unstable, and we can... if we go too crazy, we will just die, straight up. Okay, I'm not gonna go wandering off. This is definitely the sort of game you don't want to wander off in, I don't think. Sir? I say, a living, breathing person stepping off our train. Do you normally only get dead people? Where did you come from? My class at university had a go-to answer to that question. It involved anatomy. Right. Do you city folk always take 20 trunks of shirts with you? Or did you manage to cut down to 10, sir? Eight, though I had to sit on the last one. Where can I find a constable? Who do I talk to about recovering my stolen property? Oh, it's just kids being kids. I don't need to be mean to them. Some kids. A hardened criminal couldn't make off with my luggage at such speed. I'm telling you, hands off the kids. You're new here, fresh off the train. You're new in town. So watch yourself and heed our customs. No constable or patrolman will chase after children for you. No street sweeper neither. Are you serious right now? Why not? Because the kids have their own thing going. Their own empire, you see. I'm not going to mess with it. If you find someone to do it for you, it's your funeral. Or rather theirs. Although they wouldn't get a funeral. The tower would simply break them. Oh yeah, the children around here are kind of weird. Does time pass while we're doing this? I don't think so. What tower? The polyhedron. Well, that surely clears it up. Oh, the time is passing. Okay. You know what? If you need your shirt so badly, why don't you go looking for the tots that ran away with them? Just ask them nicely. These kids are like magpies. They'll trade your precious items from the capital back in exchange for bits of colored glass. Or even just a story. Whatever you do, don't hurt them. Not shirts, instruments. But I get the idea. Say, is the capital a real place? I wish it wasn't. The Canes came from the capital and made our town, but no other real people have come from there ever since. So I was thinking perhaps Simon Kane simply made up the capital, along with everything else. In a small town like yours, a single individual's authority can grow to be all-encompassing, I assure you. No. In a small town like yours, a single individual's authority can grow to be all-encompassing. I assure you, though, that Kane did not make up the capital. Okay, reasoning. Sometimes I need to take a step back from the moment and think logically through something. It helps me place the picture together. Some suitcases are missing. No one will help me. Follow their trail, rip suitcases. Microscope and prototype matter the most. Oh, well, that ratcheted me way up. Look at that. Such a serene place. If immortality still exists in our country, it would be here. No help at all. Local street children with a strange deference. I'll have to catch the thieves myself. New shoes may introduce you to station mud. Yep, gotta go off on that way. Oh good, they block off the path. Can't go on. Hey, you there, little bastard. Hey, eyes on us. The thief's seen us. The thief. Mr. Thief, are you for real? Say something in thief speak. What do you mean, Mr. Thief? You're the ones who stolen my things. Thief! Thief! You stole the train's heart, you did. Just ripped it out and stole it. And now it'll die without a heart. Many creatures in this world survive perfectly well without hearts. A train, I believe, would belong to the order Crassiclatata. Worms. They don't need hearts. Are you stupid, mister? Worms don't look like that at all. They have arms and legs and a forehead, and 2 hearts, one in his chest and one in his wife's. And bristles, you forgot bristles. What bristles? Have you ever seen a worm? They're bald. You're not just a thief, you're a dummy, too. Listen, boy, enough jokes for today. I've come to this town on important business, which I cannot conduct without my microscope and my prototype. Please return them to me. Hey, hold on. No need for all the begging and the politeness. What did I even do to you anyway? I didn't take nothing. It was all gesture. My microscope and my prototype are precise, delicate instruments. If they break, they'll only be scrap metal and glass. They'll just die, like the train. You don't want that, do you? Children of the corn weird? Kinda. I don't. Then tell me where Jack has taken him. Jack has taken the heart back to go fix the train. That way to its face. Am I a snitch now, Mr. Thief? No, a snitch is someone who runs off to inform without being asked to do so. You're an honest witness. Well, bullying that child didn't make me feel better. Ooh, there's more things I can focus on. I didn't bring heaps of leaves. Ooh, a beetle! I can trade these with children. We'll give you heroin for that, I think. I saw someone joking about trading crickets with children for heroin or something like that. I don't know much about this game. Ooh, it tells you where to go. That's nice. When I return, there will be celebration there too. Our enemies will rejoice at the collapse of my endeavors. Friends will honor my victory. Very strange thoughts you're having. Suitcase on the bottom isn't mine. The only driver on the cart that could have at least left the suitcases. Oh man, I have so many drugs. I think I'll pop one of these just for
The clock's hand comes to a standstill.
Some tobacco, another beetle. Did I freeze time with that? Hold on. Are these things magic drugs? I did drink valerian, so I guess. Oh wait, no, time's still going past. Okay. Well, you lied, Dankovsky. How dare you? Didn't break the most fragile ones. The most fragile ones didn't break. Okay. Brewing coffee takes too long. Chewing on whole roasted beans, on the other hand, is perfect. This guy is so me IRL, honestly. Whoop, a bullet? Weighs as much as a human life. I don't need these for my pocket debutante pistol. I always keep one last bullet in the chamber. Yeah, that's for someone else. I also was gonna say I could have actually accidentally drunk the vitriol. They didn't touch the chemicals. Yeah, it's good they didn't touch the chemicals, actually. the same thing every time. Well, the perks in the capital's not sweet in this little town. Oops, some medicine. More drugs. God, you have a lot of drugs, Dankovsky. I know you're a doctor, but I'm starting to get suspicious of you. Just an offensive amount of drugs. I'm not gonna have enough pocket space for all of this, am I? Highly tired. Ugh. Guys, eat it. Just eat belladonna. Die immediately. It would be a noble death. How you doing? Ritual costumes? I won't distract them. Yeah, these are kin, I believe. And these are herb brides. Yeah, I'm not gonna linger around them. Should have traveled lighter if I never have the chance to go home, yada yada. Ah, there are them kids. Prototype in their hands and not bashing against the rocks at least, okay. It's quiet, it's dead already. A dead heart keeps beating for 40 days, that's what my mom says. Couldn't have been dead that long. Do it, tack it on. Won't fit in there, it just won't. I told you it's to suck it in the belly, not the mouth. Life's in the belly, everyone knows that. Nope, a locomotive's life sits in the front with the driver. That's where the fire is, so the heart should be there too. That's what Boulder told me. You're a Jekker, right? You're correct. The train's life is in the locomotive, which is housed in the front. Ah, be gone, Rattlesnake. You killed the other trains, didn't you? It's because of you they don't come to us no more. We were wondering, and we didn't know why they kept dying. We got a whole graveyard. They're all rusted up, and they can't go anywhere. And it's all because of you. You stole the train's heart for yourself and carried it away in a suitcase. And now the train's all dead. If the train stopped coming a long time ago, it can't be my fault. I've never been here before, and I'm not very good at stealing hearts. That's true, never seen him here before. So he steals hearts from the future then? You steal hearts from the future, mister? You said yourself the train's heart is at the front. I rode in a carriage in the middle. How could I get to the heart then? Through the bowels, like all men could do. You don't get to the heart through the bowels, my young friend. You'll hit quite a different body part first. Without it, the train stopped wailing. It stopped moving, too. That means it's dead. So this is the heart, obvious, right? I don't know how to make you all understand that my prototype has nothing to do with the train. Look, they're made of different metals. Well, you know, a man doesn't look very shiny on the outside either, and inside he's all red. No, he's right. The body has different layers, but all the meat is made of meat. That's what Grandpa Barack said. Look, my prototype is not the train's heart, and it certainly won't repair it. But it is an interesting thing in itself, so let's make a deal. You give it back, and I'll tell you how it works. I don't know. There will be corpses in the tail, a whole pile of them. These corpses, were they stabbed or strangled? Kin must never cut, they only strangle. So if they were stabbed, Kin didn't do it. Look here, let me take the prototype. I won't run away, I promise. To wind it up, you need to turn this handle clockwise. Two weeks ago! I've been shunted back in time. Why is there an evil... Oh god! Oh lord! Oh fuck! Okay. Excuse me, sir. What's going on?
Then again, if not taking at face value, but rather, you know.
I appear to be getting lag again. This always happens. So he did steal train hearts from the future. It looks like that, yeah. Hang on, I got an itch. Okay. To prime it, hold this crank and turn it clockwise. Chief, hello. Oh, for crying out loud, your mind's flown away again. Prime the what now? This morgue is swimming in a gas leak from Lab 102. I heard the alarm. That's right, I pulled the alarm because of the chlorine from Lab 102. Anyway, the crank is stiff, so you have to turn it with some force. Platon, are you crazy? There's a gas leak. What did you call me in here for? We have to seal the morgue and evacuate quickly. No, Daniel. What we have to do is load that prototype you're fiddling with and use it to get into the morgue. A woman rose from the dead in there, and it will be, I think you'll agree, extremely frustrating if she dies again. We must get her out. Risen from the dead? I was collecting tissue samples to determine the onset of rigor mortis when I heard a noise. I turned around and holy smokes! A woman was sitting up on the gurney, stiff as a poker, rasp in her throat. I started towards her, but then I smelled the gas and pulled the alarm lever. It wasn't a spontaneous resurrection. It couldn't be. These cases always turn out to be lethargia, catatonia, or apnea. You forgot that time with the animatronic figure. Tell him it's a wonderful joke for your birthday. I didn't forget it. I wiped it from my mental atlas. What should I do with this device? This prototype, I think you called it. I already told you, but fine. Let's go over it again. You're holding an experimental prototype meant to dissipate this tuberculosis miasma. Oh, that's tuberculosis gas. Okay. Remember the consumption task force? Kaufman, Gorski, Anna Stein? Of course I remember. In the wake of Bazin, they were commissioned to make a device to dissipate miasma, but I believe it was meant for something other than tuberculosis. This magnificent gizmo disperses an aerosol of disinfectant. First you load the prototype. There's bottles of the solution in the beige cabinet. Best sit on the table while you load it. You can't do it while you're holding it. I loaded then one. Next you wind the prototype up. To prime it, hold this crank here and turn it clockwise. This crank is stiff, right? So turn it with some force. How'd you guess? And then I just release the contents into the gas. Correct. Wind up the crank, then release. The gas should dissipate theoretically. Wind, release, dissipate. Repeat until you reach a resurrect D. Just remember the chlorine will keep coming while our supply of solution is finite. Just try to be as efficient as possible, Chief. What about the deceased woman? Where is she now and in what state? The formerly deceased woman, Chief. Before the gas became too thick to see through, she was sitting on a gurney at the opposite end of the morgue. From there, I know as little as you do. She may have gone back to being deceased. God, I'm really itchy. The chances are infinitesimal, but if we really are dealing with the spontaneous resurrection and we lose the patient, I'm going to commit some crime against humanity. Pneumatics with mechanical priming. The longer I hold the crank, the stronger the effect. There's miasma in front of it. Operating rate is supposed to be decent. You need to spend fluid wisely. The more corridors like a maze. Stimulant, an anesthetic, and a toxin. Should be here in those beige cabinets. Add the ingredients one by one in a soup. Heat up, heat, open the valves, evaporate, residue goes in the prototype. Should be enough for 20 uses.
Vita nostra brevis est, brevi fini.
I don't know if he's okay. There's so many drugs. Just give me more drugs, thank you. Any more drugs over here? No more drugs? Okay. Three ingredients. You put the items in the slot, then press the load button. Okay, it doesn't stack. Loaded. Can I load you again? Yes, I can. Oh, nope, you're already loaded. Okay. I guess I'll keep you in case there's a table back there. Okay, hold to charge, at least when the pendulum stops. Okay. Alright, No. Hey there. Are we about to crank TB gas in the faces of children? No. No, it's for dispersing the tuberculosis. No, this is disinfectant, not infectant. Anyway. Are you death? You have death's eyes. You know, I get that a lot, usually. I have the eyes of a man who's just walked through 40 meters of poisonous gas without protective goggles. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel. Don't speak, you'll inhale even more poison. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel. What does that mean? It means that when you die, there's neither life nor death, but something else entirely. Like a coin falling on its edge, or a Mobius strip. You shouldn't concern yourself with such things, though. Can I have my prototype back? Take it. It spins all boring, clockwise only. Grandpa Simon has clocked the spin every which way. Besides, the train's already dead. Couldn't save it in time. Grandpa Simon? You mean Simon Kane? I'm here to meet him, actually. Oh, we've only got one grandpa between us. I've been told he lives in the Crucible with his family. Can you tell me the shortest route there? Ah, dang it. I'm sick of this game. Go away. We're gonna play cat in an old hat. We still have some time before the sun sets. Wait, what about my microscope? I'll trade you another tail for it. We didn't take your microscope. Well, where is it then? If the prototype is my left hand, is my right hand, the microscope is my left. Can't collect data without it. The dogheads must have taken it. Khan and Notkin got a deal. All the war spoils get split down the middle. They don't care about hearts, not in any of their many faces. Why would they need another one? What does your microscope do? Is it alive? A microscope is a kind of metallic pipe fitted with lenses. You use it to look at small objects and it makes them large and detailed. Oh, a kaleidoscope! To look at the colorful town. You can do it like Capella. A Capella? I'm not much of a singer. Neither is Capella. So as it stands, you pass my belongings along to some other gang, and I need to go to them to get my microscope back. Am I right? Khan must have given it to Capella as a gift. You stupid! She hates kaleidoscopes after what happened to that stained glass. No, Khan wouldn't have given it to her. If it's something that changes things when you look through it, he must have given it to Grandpa Simon. Grandpa Simon loves things like that. Khan wouldn't give it to anyone, not before he looks at it himself, or after either. But he's honest, even if he's wicked. He'd give it back to the owner. If you find him in town, he'll deal fair. Where can I find him? Well, if they brought your micro kaleidoscope into the polyhedron, you won't see it again. No use looking there. Try the stairways to heaven. The dogheads like them. Think they look like polyhedron. There's one right here in the mall. You know, after this conversation with its Capellas, Khans, polyhedrons, I'm beginning to see the shape of the world you live in. It sounds complicated, but it can't be worse than human anatomy, can it? Oh good, that fixed my brain. A good, wholesome conversation with the young people. Oh, I got my prototype back. These are glued in slot, or they should be. And I have a whole bounty of drugs. There we go. What in the world are you? What's wrong with him? Is this constant or disfigurement? It smells of rotting soil. Orbis mirabilium planus est. Go away, Snake Man. You've got sharp heels. What's your face? Looks like a congenial disease and an injury. We are worms. We live in the earth. Cattle we herd. Herbs we gather. Injuries we inflict. It seems truly a particular phenomenon still exists in the far corners of our country. Lumpy Man. Heard of an elephant man. Is this the worm man, then? I've only seen such poor, disfigured creatures in an anatomical theater. We love substances here? Exactly. Drugs? You want them? I got them. Drugs you need? Drugs I seed. My salvation lies ahead. There's no way back. As do my belongings. I love my scattered thoughts. Very ADHD. Fresh glyphs, rich color, sharp, suffocating smell. This drawn with cinnabar? Really? Holy mother of smokes! Okay, buddy. Corpses always attract the same kind of swarm. Precise cut more akin to surgery than murder. Stabbed in the stomach, good, just like my books, body still warm. For a man like this, he was sober. Never have too many coffins. Birdies gather you here around the marble nest. They're imported here. Why? I suppose there aren't many trees in the steppe. Wow, yeah, they just get trainloads of coffins. I don't know why they would need that. Didn't expect to find an ordinary girl behind this pile of coffins. I despise hustlers and courtroom vultures. The Academy adores them. One grief.
Wisdom's good to possess. Better still is cleverness.
Would you look at that? A customer. Keep walking, customer. This shop's appointment only. I don't recall your name on the list. Can you add me then? Why add you when I could subtract? These old stiffs by the wagons. My friend Ripper did that. Buzz off, pal. There's nothing more pathetic than a half-hearted threat. Boys, there's no need to fight over me. I'll just remind you I'm married. Got plenty of shops in town, but our warehouse keeper here can get it for you wholesale. Just look at these boots he snagged. Scarlet. So, what's that got to do with you? Only the steppe folks sew with such color. If you want the latest capital fashions, well, good luck finding them out here. Greece is the only one a woman can go to if she wants to wear something pretty. I physically flinched in this guy's face. Yeah, he's kind of gross. Like boots from a coffin? Here he is again. A coffin's the best when you need a chest. A checkpoint guard wouldn't dare to open it up, out of respect. It's inhumane. Meanwhile, so overflowing with 100 pairs of scarlet Seffiano leather boots, tax and duty free. Seffiano leather? These are bog standard military issue boots that have been dyed wrong. You a tax inspector? I can't imagine a duller job. Keep your nose out of other people's coffins, then. Once someone goes in, who knows what happens? Maybe they never died. Maybe they never existed at all. Of course, if I start poking around coffins, how do you exploit the public's fear of death for your smuggling operation? This town lives on imports, so here the warehouse keeper is king. He says the contents of coffins are not always what they seem. I've been loading screened. These loading screens are very long. Like, my goodness. Optimization? What's that? Never heard of it. I'm honestly surprised this hasn't lagged very much. Hello, everyone coming in. Mind is affected by interactions with material specific objects. They are easy to spot if you're under concentration mode. Okay. I hate filth, garbage, and decay. But sterile operating rooms no longer give me answers. Ow! My foot! Yeah, that's what I get.
Every creak, like a gunshot.
Daniel, can you lighten up a little?
Forgot that there's so much of the world.
Interacting with a seesaw has made me slightly crazier. This guy is so me. He is just like me, FR, FR. I'm reminded of Sonic 06 for some incredibly strange and elusive reason. Dude, even Sonic 06 didn't have loading screens like that. Everyone says those loading screens were really long, but I don't remember them being that long. Like, I don't know. Maybe I was lucky. Strong, foul, stinking tobacco on the capital decadent smoke belladonna. Belladonna? That's poison! That guy looks shifty. Dignitaries for your assassination attempt while a patient dies in the sanitary motor. Capitally block roads from ministers. More children. Adults have bowls, children have brats, though I've read about these little marmots, step carriers of contagion. That looks more like a shrew. How you doing, shifty boy? Why are you getting all shifty? Okay, just perving on the herb brides again. So this bloating is a common condition here. I'd like to study them. Truly astonishing phenomena can... Yeah, you did. Boo-ha, my good little bull. Blunt-mouthed, broad-browed. Please forgive us. You're silly Urs. You always have been. He's returning to Boss Tarok. To Borho. We are leading him to the bosom of his mother and father. Why are you asking him for forgiveness? Because Boss Tarok is dead, Aina. Little Bull's whole life, he didn't know that the most beautiful creature, the immortal Boss Tarok, was waiting for him. And now that he knows, Boss Tarok is dead. Buha will find his father's silent corpse. How can we not pity him? These guys are like incomprehensible. Who died? Boss Tarok, the father of all Katanj, people and bulls. We asked Suak to bring him back. You're the silly one, Aina. Suak didn't need Boss Tarok. How could she? He's bigger than her, stronger than her. The immortal can't be killed. He chooses death himself. We asked Boss Tarok to change his mind and come back to us. His children. Is this Simon Kane? What a coincidence. You're bearing an immortal. I came to study one. All immortals are one immortal, Karikun. For death is always one. Therefore, the immortal is always one. Is Boss Tarok what you call Simon Kane? Boss Tarok is the father of all Katanaj people and bulls. Oh, how can I explain? We herb brides walk barefoot so they can always hear his heart. Tonight it stopped beating. His children are afraid without their father, so we asked him to respond, but I feel he has died. A fang or a claw was thrust into him. I feel the wound bleeding. Rust has soaked into him. I feel the rot squelching underfoot. Quiet, both of you. You know nothing. Boss Tarok can die only from gloom. We will cheer him up, feed him, and show him our joy. We will bring the last Aurochs to his bosom. Then he will remember us and return to us. Clearly your Boss Tarok is a mythology, but it must have some basis. I wonder what. Mother Bodo is a blind, loving mother. The warmth of the earth, but Bostarok not only bore us, he watched over us. We lived under his watch. Now the town is without a beholder. As Azagala Kun, we are all blind worms now. Mugar, bad. A worm is a worm. A human is a human. A human is meant to see and to build. Look around, beholder. What do you see? You? You haven't looked closely. Go further. See our celebration. Look at the last Aurochs. What do you see in all this? Tell Guga afterwards. How could I forget Guga? Was Guga that guy from before? Hold on. I'm gonna run all the way back and talk to that other kid guy. Oh wait, no I can't because, yeah. I got loading screened. I'm not sure who Guga is then. Unless it's that one guy with the YouTube channel. If you're mixed with curiosity, townsfolk aren't used to spectacles. That is a big cat. Like very big. Oh god, ah! No. Oh, that thing's dead. That thing's dead as hell. You're tied ribbons all over town and incense burns everywhere. It's just what the steppe smells like. That is a very large bowl. I mean, logically, that thing couldn't exist under its own weight, so I'm calling shenanigans on that. It's gonna be the same thing. Can I even? Okay, I guess this does nothing. Anxiously peering into my eyes. Tell Gugu that's what they offered me. Yes, he does look like Gugu. Looks like a Gugu to me. Oh no, it's Odong. My eyes touch you, beholder. That's plausible, anatomically speaking, but psychologically that will traumatize me for the next decade. What did you see, beholder? I saw rotten plague my ass was spreading from a carcass, and a sanitation squad burning it with fire. That was tomorrow. That will be yesterday. That box syphilis, that was from hat jumps. That makes about as much sense. Thank you for your vision, beholder. You will see more widely than others. We remember this. We will remember this. If you see something else unexpected, don't be afraid. It's just the eyes adjusting to our current place in time. Keep moving forward. Literae non nant panem, sed aperit mundum. I want you to imagine, every time this guy speaks in Latin, he's speaking in Japanese instead. That's basically what this is. This guy's a weeaboo. Just imagine, instead of this, just imagine him going, Nandai. You know? Okay, I haven't even done anything yet, but I'm already helping. What a stand-up guy I turned out to be. Speaking of being a stand-up guy, I think it's time for some celebratory drugs. Mmm. Delicious. Even this backwater is a theater. They're performing a dance of death or something of the sort. Death, where is thy cloak? Have you ever seen cows up close? I mean, I've seen them up close. They are very big, but they're not that big. Ah! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, okay. Excuse you. Hey, Gugu, what the fuck? Pew. I apparently can't. Okay. Oh wait, no, I can just walk back through here. Okay. Can I walk back through here? Nope, no I can't. No sir, no, no. I just imagined, why is she drawing my thoughts? I'm simply adjusting the climate. This guy is weird. Ah! I think I had too many drugs. What devilry am I imagining? Perfectly healthy children. Okay. Invariably melancholy, drawn out quickly. We just, but the anguish keeps growing. If I push this, I imagine I will get apathy. Who the frick? Who are you people?
All of today is just dress rehearsal.
Mark Immortel? That's a stupid name. You're stupid. I don't like you. You're stupid. Okay. Nope, only bots. Okay. Ah, there you are. Finally, I thought you'd forgotten our agreement. I hope you're ready. Have you memorized your lines? Maybe we should lay off the drugs. I don't know. Of course I did. I always have 2 or 3 lines ready in my mind, and I choose one before responding. I take no joy in seeing another player who likes to improvise. You're charged but to read your lines, not invent them. Wait, is this really the guy? Looks about the same, but the outfit's all wrong. Did our guy wear a coat? His costume's more suited to an antagonist. I'm more of an anti-hero than an antagonist. I presume you know the difference. That makes you an ideal candidate for our anti-production. I am Mark Immortel, director of the local theater, and you are? Daniil Dankovsky, doctor, just arrived from the capital. Magnifico! You see, the actor we've been waiting eternity for has decided to sabotage the rehearsal. You would do us a massive, titanic favor by replacing him, even if just for a little while. Sure, why not? Ah, perfetto! It is simple and indeed natural. You need only react to your colleagues' lines and thus create a scene of unbearable dramatic tension. Our performance is quite simple. The main character has just arrived in a remote town and, quite accidentally, stumbled into a curious rehearsal in which his fate will be decided. Who knows? Perhaps he'll die at the end. Okay. It seems the performance has already started and I'll be dragged in against my will. Is that all you have to say? Why do you stare like that? I see it in his eyes. His mind is looking for a mind to mumble. I say we start the scene with a backhand across your face. I say again, he is no leading man. He's unfit to even play a villain. At best, a background character, a body, standing there to fill the stage. It's the step healer's son who ought to take the role, or that young girl who crawled out of her grave. They have such pathos and such verve. What does this one have? A coat! Is the rehearsal already starting, or is he just casually insulting me? Wonderful! The hero is lost. He no longer sees the boundary between his life and the play, between speaking and reading his lines. Keep going, this is the beating heart of a play, the blur between reality and fiction. Let me read the script. So, the main character, a doctor and a skeptic, encounters the unknown for the first time. He built his whole life around empiricism and scientific inquiry. What will he do when death addresses him directly? But this isn't literal, right? A hero in a play speaking to death or the dead is usually a metaphor, an illustration of his thought process. Well, if that makes it easier for you, we can say it's a metaphor. Play it ambiguously, leave the audience guessing. Wait, I don't want to be a metaphor. I was promised I'd be the true voice of the dead. What kind of spoilsport rules a play like this? I told you we couldn't hack it. That's it, I'm out. Metaphor. Pfft. I'm confused. Are we still acting or is he actually offended? Of course we're acting. You've aptly grasped the key to this play. It's all a game. But you're free to go. Remember, the game doesn't end until I say so. But Mr. Director, are you certain we've chosen the right protagonist? The rules of drama clearly state the hero must experience death and resurrection, yet he's stuck in the prologue. Hear that? You're being reprimanded for letting the pace of the narrative slip. Not in my opinion, you understand, but the audience's Remember Dream? This is him now. Not in my opinion, you understand, but the audience's attention is starting to flag. We'll go on and prove we weren't mistaken about you. Not sure I like how you keep bringing up the protagonist dying at the end. This guy is, I like him. I like you too. Your anatomy is very strange. What's down this street? I bet it's more horrors. Smell of local herbs is overwhelming. Local dirty lungs, clear head. It seems the natives still solve their problems through smoking. That's how the people in the capital solve their problems too. Come on. They smoke belladonna, which is even worse. Sorry, what? Whoa! I didn't look up. I was too busy being distracted by a whistle. Another beetle? Possible geometry. I found it looks like a stairway leading towards the heavens. How does it stay upright? I hope the children who saw my microscope were there. Oh no, the big city immersive theater and fourth wall breaking gimmicks infiltrated this place as well. One aspect of progress I'd hope to escape. I love how Daniel, he's like such a urbanist, like pretentious piece of shit. But even he hates the immersive theater. I love it. You look identical to the other one. If you could travel through time, would you go to the future or the past? I live in the present. Grandpa Simon used to say that days are like hopscotch. Usually they go one after another, but sometimes there's two side by side, and sometimes you gotta jump backwards. Does Simon Kane know many games? He's the only grown-up who gets games. Everyone thinks they're just silly things for kids, just running around and scoring a point. But Grandpa Simon knows how games should be. I bet he could even enter the Polyhedron. And how should games be? If you went into the Polyhedron, you understand. Whatever that thing is, I've been told I'll never see inside it. My place is with earthly matters, apparently. Answer me, did you steal my microscope? I did, yeah, but I gave it to Phil. He's over there on the stairway. How do those stairs stand without support? They stand like the Polyhedron does. Bye, kid. See you later. And earlier, as happens. Yeah, I'd feel like... Quite a miracle of construction you've got over here. Why doesn't it fall? Why don't I fall? What an impossible construction. I advise myself not to look down. What happens if I look down? That should increase my my mania. Oh, dog heads. Your faces are gloomy, they're up to no good. Well, what is it? Can you see the future? Let me look too. Gimme. Wait your turn, Pipsqueak. Just let me take one look and then you'll give it back. God, there's a bunch of bugs and little hairs. Doesn't look like much of a future. Why are you using your dog's eye to look? You're not an animal, you know. Yeah, but an animal might see further, though. Good news, the microscope isn't found. Bad news, it's being mauled by a pack of wild dogs. Oh, the horror. Oh, it's you. Hey, your thingamajig's busted. It doesn't show anything. Just some bugs and weird little hairs. Maybe that is the future. Like in many, many years, nothing will remain of us on Earth but bugs and hair. It's very sad to think about it. It only shows bugs and hairs because you're pointing at bugs and hairs. See how there's different glass pieces inside? Glass like this shows the future when you look through it. Everyone knows that. Grandpa Simon loved making all sorts of things with glass. Only seen thingamajigs like this at his place. Why did you steal from Grandpa Simon, you bastard? That's why we stole it back from you. It's called justice. That is my microscope. I brought it with me from the capital, and you stole it from my luggage. That's called theft. What, you don't know, mister? He doesn't know. Spit it out, you monster. Where'd you get this thingamajig from? What'd you do to Simon? It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it? This conversation made me realize when I never became a father. I was on my way to go visit Simon, and I'd already be there if it wasn't for you. Please give me back my microscope. It's a very delicate instrument. Give it back. Give it back. Will you stop whining? If you want it back so bad, what will you give us for it? Just give him back the thingamajig and let him go his merry way. It's broken anyhow. Can't see any future at all. No, no, no. Grandpa Time and taught us what doesn't take effort doesn't deserve effort. If you just give him back the thingamajig, there's no effort in that. I can give you a cuff on the head for it. Will that be enough effort? What did you just say? Say it again. Calm down, Pipsqueak. Don't get angry. He's not from around here is all. He doesn't know the rules yet. Hey, mister, you're new here. We'll let it slip this time, but you should know you can't mess with kids around here. You definitely can't hit them. If you do, just try it. We'll kill you. I really want to know what happens, honestly. What a fearsome little girl. Okay, sorry. I was only joking. Just give me back my microscope, please. What's that shiny thing hanging off that chain? Show it to us. Whoa, watch. Pretty. Let's make a deal. You give us the watch and we'll give you back your thingamajig. Just show us how it works, will you? We're still curious. Hold on, I can check if it's broken first. You might have been using it to hammer nails. Okay, bartering. I have plenty of beetles for you, children. How about one beetle? One beetle is enough, yes. And we're back in Thanatica. Wow, okay. Not enough blackboard.
I'll follow you through hell, but not high water. If it gets to high water, that's on you.
Oh dear, why are you oh dearing? Playback looks fine. It is in red again, but I think it might be okay. Oh wait. It's good that my time's paused. I think we're fine now. It's a bit screwy right now, but it's okay. Seraphima, that's a sus name, honestly. And my stream died again. Okay. Just jump back into the present. Hello, welcome back. I think we're okay. I might wrap it up anyway because I am getting a little bit My mouth isn't working either. Okay. Let's go. Please, hold on a little longer. Even after the inhalation therapy, the swelling won't go down immediately. Gee, finally, where have you been? The woman you rescued from the morgue is conscious, but she might not stay that way. She's still very weak. It's amazing that she's still standing at all with the amount of gas she inhaled. Step aside with me for a moment, Chief. I checked the morgue records. A body matching your description was declared dead last night. Don't awaken the thrill of the hunt just yet. If this is indeed what we both think it is, we'll need to keep cool heads. I'm not claiming it does, but imagine for a second. No, let's stick to the facts. I spoke to the orderly on duty last night. He also confirms that our subject showed no signs of life, and Platone himself was there when she woke up. When I reached this woman through the poisonous fog, she herself insisted that she died. It's not proof, but she must have had some reason to think it. Can't miss this opportunity. Unfortunately, the subject's having trouble speaking. All the time the gas is weakening her voice. I've rinsed her mucous membranes and performed inhalation therapy, but you understand I can't conduct an extensive interview. Shame. A first-hand account could point us in the right direction, but there's always a physical examination or taking a sample. Or an examination of her personal belongings. She came to the morgue with some items, though I haven't had a chance to go through them myself. I left them on the table by the back entrance. We take a look, Chief, perhaps as a clue. Ma'am, would you allow us to examine your things? Okay. Hello, do you remember me? I'm Bachelor of Medicine Daniil Dankovsky, head of the Medical Laboratory. Last night I saved you from the site of a serious gas leak. The man with death's eyes. My eyes were affected by the gas just like yours were, but at least you remember something. I died. Tunnel after tunnel. I feel like these are important. Please remain calm before we can be sure of anything to examine you. Yep, here we go. Take a look at her blood sample. Paling Gaunt looks exhausted. Skin here seriously damaged, expected due to contact with the gas, likely the same for red eyes and mucosal burns. So this bruising, redness, a rough injection, seems like she had an allergic reaction. It was a heartbeat. $75. Arms. Bruising from repeated injections, the consequences of attempted resurrections. Or she's a heroin addict. Looks fine here. Got egg. Same problems. There's a lump there. Blood test. Disease affects various bodily systems. The microscope helps identify which. Organs infected. Tissue sample is placed on glass slides to ensure that the slides are sufficiently supplied. Slightly collected samples in the microscope. To perform the test, I need reagents. The doctor themselves are in charge of their supply. Good thing we have all the stuff we have. We need. Thick blood drops contains resurrectee. Capillary blood taken with a needle from the patient's finger. And red bacteria in the sample. Just the focus. Lifespan of the culture is limited. Oh boy. Ooh, found it. Organs affected high white blood cell count. Let's see. Said I should look at her blood cell. Her blood sample points to leukemia. Okay. Actually, wait, hang on. No, I don't think there's anything else here. 3 things. On the table by the back entrance, okay. Lazarus' personal effects in the morgue. Papers look official, morphine tourniquet. 2 rings, obviously a pair, one would be too big for her. Herbs not the bouquet looks medicinal. Consent form for the experimental treatment at our institute. I accept all risks and waive all claims. Experimental treatment is vague, something about novel drugs. Morphine, tourniquet. Chronic morphine addicted suffer from severe pain. 2 rings. Husband left and took off the wedding ring. Herbs, not a bouquet, looks medicinal. Consulted a wise woman instead of a doctor. Together with examination test, this picture is more or less complete. Our miraculously resurrected woman has late-stage leukemia and injection marks on her body. She was trying to... Okay. Morphine overdose, addicted for palliative treatment for the pain. Colleagues thought she was beyond saving. Apparent death, reaction to experimental drug. Adam got scared, didn't sort it out. Paired rings, suicide attempt, unrequited love. Weakened system couldn't handle the heavy dose of medication. Ooh, man. I think it's morphine. Sheriff female waits and our subject needs a rest. Time to come up with a diagnosis even preliminary. She's a junkie. Conclusion.
Why do they continue to normalize death?
Oh, I can say something else, actually. So, Chief, are you shedding light on the case? I'm loath to jump to conclusions, but Kutanica has discovered some genuine phenomena. Well, there's a few different explanations here, and none of them point to her actually being resurrected. So that's kind of inconvenient. I think morphine addict. That's kind of too dismissive. I'm one of these two. I'm gonna say this. She was in a trial for a new drug. I'm not sure our colleagues will disclose the experiment, but I guess anaphylaxis, an acute allergic reaction, and you end up in the morgue. I suppose so, but how do we explain the most astonishing part, the resurrection? Why did a gas leak revive the subject? You see the bruised injection site? Adrenaline. Someone tried to restart her heart with a too small dose. The gas leaked and their body released the adrenaline was missing. So you think it was a mistake? The subject ended up in the morgue due to negligence? She wasn't actually dead yet, and by coincidence an unaccounted for factor revived her? It's a disappointment, I hear. It's unjustified. For example, adrenaline as an emergency tool is promising from a scientific point of view. The research will one day bear fruit. Ah, they're T-posing! So does that mean she wasn't dead after all? all the others you tried to find too. As of right now, spontaneous resurrection appears to be nothing but fiction. They're A-posing? Yeah, be quiet. And what's your microscope even for? Doesn't the show the future doesn't raise the dead? It's just a toy, really. Quite the bar you set with your expectations, young man. Alright, if we can't see the future in that glass, then we're off. We've got important things to do after all. As do I. I'll leave my things at my temporary lodgings and head to the Crucible to see Simon. Or I can keep climbing the stair. Ah!
Enough. Why are you drowning me in details, Bachelor?
What the fuck?
Street kids stealing your microscope is an amusing anecdote, but it's not the crime we sat down to discuss.
Is that Matt Pat? Who was that? Why did he sound like Mad Pat? Am I crazy? Oh, we talking now? We talking now? Oh, we hello internet, welcome to Game Theory. Today we're gonna Oh, I have to look up this guy's voice actor now. Okay. We're getting a whole dynamic introduction to this guy. Inspector of the Special Committee. He was sent to investigate the case of my criminal negligence. Already on it? Okay, thank you. Supposedly, I didn't save a town in the east of our country where a plague broke out. I didn't even try, apparently. He's luring me into a trap. His folder is full of intentionally false data. He's not interested in the truth, but rather the downfall of Bachelor Dankovsky. He is my enemy. Alright, one-dimensional bad guy. He looks pretty insufferable.
It's fine by me. I'll manage somehow. But you keep lying to yourself.
I'm telling you, he sounds like Matt Pat. Like, okay. Enough. Why are you drowning me in details, Bachelor? Street kid stealing your microscope is an amusing anecdote, but it's not the crime we sat down to discuss 2 hours ago. 2 hours and 50 minutes ago, to be exact. Focus. I'm only interested in what's important. How am I supposed to know, Inspector, what you deem important and what you don't? You know what I especially dislike, when an obviously intelligent man feigns foolishness to derail an investigation. I'm offended and embarrassed for you. We both know you're not a fool. Stop wasting my time and your own. I just wanted to recount everything in order from beginning to end. The beginning doesn't interest me. My concern is the ending, the result, the finale. As for your backstory, your genesis, all of that is in the case file. Shall we review it? Yes, please. I'm quite curious what it contains. Let's see, where was it? Ah, yes, the ministerial inspection of your lab, Thanatica, began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the country to a backwater town to bring back what may be described as... Hold on. My stream keeps bugging. Yes, an immortal man. Let's set your fantasies aside for a moment. The most important part is that you fled from the investigation. In this town, we had an outbreak of some fever the scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional on site. Accurate so far? I didn't flee. Proof of human immortality was the only chance to save Thanatica. On the third day, the town's leaders gathered in the town hall to form an emergency command to fight the epidemic. And what was Daniel Dankovsky, who was, I repeat, the only qualified specialist in town, doing that day? What was that? Your lip is... What's that? Your lip is trembling. Did I unsettle you? Your tricks won't work on me. You're right to feel ashamed. Instead of fulfilling your Hippocratic oath and letting the fight against the plague, you were engaged in what? Come on, don't look at the table. My eyes are up here. I'm not looking down out of shame. I'm simply amazed at your informant's sloppy work. On the fourth day, the town lost its water supply. They required a hospital, but the one person who could set it up, what was he doing? Tell me, Dankovsky. Where did you spend the 4th and 5th days? I see what you're doing. You're all in it together, aren't you? It's not enough to destroy my lab. You have to destroy me too. Excuse me and whom? To whom are you referring? Among the credited VAs, MatPat is not one of them. That's crazy, dude. You know who. Too many coincidences. A letter about Simon lures me out, but Simon's gone. The town's lockdown traps me while I'm left to die. Fanatica is destroyed, just before a scientific breakthrough. Very crafty. In the case file, the words prone to paranoia are underlined twice. I didn't think much of them, but now I understand. You think I have some hidden agenda beyond seeking the truth? How charming. I'll make a note of it. For now, let's get back to my fairy tales. As the saying goes, it's not paranoia if they really are out to get you. I'm already familiar with your plainclothes officers. I know all their faces. Come the evening of the 4th day, the doctor from the capital attempted to flee the dying town in a cargo train like a rat. He was caught and jailed, and there he remained as the plague ravaged the town. I admit I find even the act of reading about it repugnant. I won't lie, I considered escape. Escape, not flight. Fanatica was the process of being destroyed back in the capital. You considered escape to avoid facing a painful truth. When I came to town, I found that Simon Kane, the immortal man on whom I pinned all my hopes, was dead. Oh, God, what the fuck? I'm talking to me now! Am I the inspector? Am I the bad guy? Am I the baddie? Welcome to Game Theory. This is screwing up my brain. We chalked AF. Yeah, bro, look at this. Bro's gonna... He's wearing a wig. How far are you on the Norwood scale, Dankovsky? Huh? Come on, Unc. Tell us. He died under mysterious circumstances a few hours before my arrival. When the epidemic began, you could have saved others. You're a doctor. You swore an oath. Why did you abandon the ordinary townsfolk? Simon came to nature, the mystery of his immortality and death. That's the most important thing that happened in this little town, and to me. But I can't just relay it to you. To understand, one must immerse himself in the details. Take the full picture. And for the very best immersion, you tried to flee the town the evening of the 4th day. No, you're twisting it. You're rewriting the past. Where did I lie exactly? Point it out. I know this is disorienting me really hard. I'll tell you what really happened. On the 3rd day at the town hall. No, I know your plan. Once again, you will drown me in unnecessary details. Leave aside your stories of children and microscopes. I told you I'm interested in the ending, not the beginning. You don't seem to be interested in the truth. Rather, you revel in the opportunity to flex your power over me. You will recount everything in whatever order I tell you to. Okay, you've proven me right there. On the 6th day, the plague destroyed the town. So if you would be so kind, explain to me, what were you doing on the 5th day? Were you really so indifferent to the plights of the people around you? The town couldn't have perished on the 6th day. I was there for 12. There's an error in your report. You disappoint me, Bachelor. I'll ask again. On the 5th day in the town, what were you doing? Let me think. Oh dear. Oh, there's the polyhedron. me, oh my. Ah, this always happens. That's a polyhedron? Yeah. Are you surprised? These people don't know what words mean. It's even weirder on the inside, trust me. Day 5, in which the magical will grab the only remaining thread that may lead to Simon Kane. Well, ain't this a pickle we're in? End of the beginning. Never leaving this place. They trapped me in this bloody town, now I'm trapped in a jail cell. How's town doing? Yep, we've got plague everywhere. There's children to trade with too. Nice. What is this now? Can overcome this count's first hurdle of keeping the momentum. My trip won't take long. 5 days, in fact. That's how much it took. Well, I still have a gun with 1 bullet. Came here for a breakthrough and I was broken. Who's gonna bring you a glass of water when you're old, Chief? Seraphima laughed. I don't intend to get old, I said. I've gotten old already. Oh, my apathy is slowly increasing. The second time I've ruminated on humiliating. The second time I've slept in a jail cell, second time I've ruminated on humiliating it is. Prisons are bare and filthy because of poverty, not cruelty. So I told myself the first time around. Yeah. Riddle me this. What place is an entrance but no exit? A grave. This triple accursed town is sapping her resolve by the minute. Lie down and forget. To sleep, maybe to dream. Is the local herbs blooming, or have you finally cracked, Yankovsky? Your legs barely stir. Will it be like this always? Strength always dwindles. I can combat apathy. This despair isn't yours. I swear it's the local herb messing with your head. 10 months coffee, tobacco, splash your face with cold water. Kitty trash can helps. In mania, you're sharp and fierce. Harmful side effects? What harmful side effects? Hey, you there, let me out already. Apathy and indifference are constantly rising. Move faster, fight apathy by increasing mania. Whoa. Capella. Oh, I've heard of you. Daughter of Flat Vag Ogomiski. Local magnate and daughter of the town's industry, blood of his blood. Or master of the town's industry. Local kids named her Capella for her ability to point out the celestial map in the night sky. I heard she holds some inexplicable power over the town, but I dismissed it. That was a mistake.
I feel a current in my veins. This must be the illumination Mother shined with.
Out! Out, living soul! Keep me caged like a dog all night. Now you acknowledge that I have a soul? Who are you? I am a mistress. Well, a future mistress, but I think you'll agree that future and past are relative concepts. Aren't you a bit short to be mistress? How old are you? 14, 16? Future mistress. But my father can order 100 men to the Gorkin to drown. And they'll do it, too, since otherwise they'd starve. So people do listen to me. Hardly something to be proud of. I want to help you. How are you feeling? Oh, excellent. Had a good night's sleep, full of energy, ready to stand trial? I am going to be tried now, right? Why the sarcasm? They only locked you up so you wouldn't run away, and now you can't run away, so you can come out of your cage. Oh, okay. You've invited me out so I can die with all of you. That's good. Well, I appreciate it. I mean, I would have hated to just sit here in my cell and then kill myself. You didn't take my gun from me, by the way. That's something I should have pointed out. You didn't take my suit. You didn't take my gun away. You didn't take my gun with one bullet. I could have shot you when you opened that door. I could have done it. You're lucky the bullet's not for you. We doing group Sudoku? Oh yeah, baby. Just like that. When you go up the stairs, you'll understand why. But first, I need to know one more thing. Why did you come to our town? I researched the nature of death. I was told you have an immortal man among you, Simon Kane, but when I got here, he was dead. So what are you gonna do now? I've been trapped inside this box, but I know what's outside an outbreak. Death. And death, even in the guise of a mundane germ, is my enemy. Therefore, I'll do my job. You're a brave man, but perhaps it's all connected. Immortality and a deadly disease? That is possible. You know, Bachelor, my father envies Simon, and Maria Kane will always be my enemy. There's no love lost between our families. And yet, I must help you. I don't want to. I must. Otherwise, the town will suffer. That's why I came here early and waited 4 hours until you decided to wake up. You could have knocked on the door yourself. I know where to find the last person who saw Simon alive. His name is Stock Rubin. Oh, you're not even going to address that point. Okay. I've heard about him. He's a colleague of mine. One of few around here. You haven't just heard about him if you worked with him. Or you will. I'm not quite sure. I'm not so sure of anything anymore. How's the lag looking? I think we're past it now. That's good. He's a doctor. He has a hideout in the warehouses. Look for him there. How do you know where his hideout is? The way you say it doesn't sound like much of a secret. I'm not just the mistress. I'm Vlad Olgomiski's daughter. My father owns half the houses and very nearly all the people in town, and the warehouses, and the ground under this jail. Fine, I'm in no position to turn this down. But you won't be able to go there right now. While I was waiting for you, something bad happened. Something bad? When you go up those steps, you'll see. Mother said that a true mistress stands out by her timing, and here I am, right place, but too late. And you'll never become a true mistress. Don't you dare cry. I can't stand tears. Your hint helped me a lot, you hear? Alright, warehouses. Yes, yes, drugs. Oh, they took all my drugs. Or did I take my drugs? Governor Saburov has the power, but not the will, straight as an arrow. She was mystical power.
I would like to know Maria better, for we will soon become rivals.
I reckon I've had my fill, yeah. Alexander Saburov, governor of the town. The Saburovs are the load-bearing bones of this town, hard, dry, and colorless compared to the other two ruling families. Order rested upon them. When I arrived, Governor Saburov pinned all his hopes on me and hated me for it. He thought the star from Capital would show the Kanes and Olgomiskis how dangerous overreaching ambitions could be, and that alas, that star proved to be another dreamer.
These reins chafe my hands bloody.
Yankovsky, before you ask, I allowed the girl in. She's Olgomiski's daughter. Olgimsky, I don't know. And she interceded on your behalf, but even if she hadn't, I wouldn't have kept you in there. You threw me behind bars yesterday, and today you're already setting me free. What a mercurial tyrant you are. What were you detained for? Lapses in memory. Let me see your pupils. Don't worry, I'm a doctor. You committed the most heinous crime a doctor can commit. You tried to abandon your patients, to flee the town and save your sorry hide. Again, I'm being accused of who knows what without evidence. I figured it all out, or would you claim you went to the railway station to watch the birds? What if I did? Whatever happened yesterday is beyond reach. Today the plague has reached the backbone. But yeah. Ain't having to restart that thing. Behind the thin walls of this building, death rages. We boarded up doors and windows, but the plague fumes are seeping in. You and I, we have mere hours left. Yeah, when the disease reaches the spine, that's how you know it's bad. And now we're both trapped. Is it not ironic? Admit it, you knew this might happen, and we were keeping me close out of fear for your own life. Actually, no. He who digs holes is liable to fall into them, is all I'll say. There have been cases of criminals surviving the sacking of a besieged city in prisons. The prison is also a fortress, but our fortress lacks food and water. Outside, we're presumed dead. Know this, Dankovsky. I wanted to punish your cowardice, that much is true, but I did not want you dead. I'm sorry. Lucky for me, I don't plan on dying. Actually, what do you mean presumed dead? 2 days ago, a decree was issued declaring all people in infected districts to be presumed dead, not to be rescued, unless they call for help with signal bonfires. A folly without a protective suit. You can't venture into the miasma, let alone light the fires. So officially, you and I are dead. A decree was issued, you say, by whoever wields that power, right? Tell it to me straight. You issued an inhumane rule, never expecting to be its victim. I did not issue that decree, nor did you, though everyone pinned their hopes on you at first. You have no moral right to condemn the decisions of those who least try to act. Fine, I'll deal with this later, but for us to be let out, someone has to venture outside, right? I'm ready to volunteer. The miasma already seeps into the rooms of the town hall, and you want me to open the front door? No, our only chance is to barricade ourselves in and pray for a miracle. Now, I have a miracle. I have a device, a prototype. It disperses miasma. With it, I can get through the infected district. A device? Yes, the one you confiscated along with all my belongings, including my drugs. No, your guide is from the capital is as unreliable as you. I won't unlock the main entrance, risking contamination of the town hall just because of your novelty lighter. And your alternative proposal is, we bide our time, hope for the best, Katerina wouldn't be scared. A brilliant plan. Thanks, but no thanks. I'd rather do something. You said the plague is already in the town hall. Where? The far room. We've locked it already. Give me the prototype back. I'll clear the contamination in the far room and prove to you that the device works. Fine. Your device should be in the main hall. Confiscated items are also there on the counter. No one has disturbed them. Take them. After that, they'll unlock the far room for you. But if you fail to clear the miasma there, you won't be let out. Another day at the office. Yep, we are dying. Wow, okay. Oh, okay. Putting the man more important than tiny step settlement. Kingdom for horse, found permission to escape or complete at the station. I'll have time to jump in the last car. So we did run. Bad grief didn't cheat me, and we got help from that guy. Okay. The car is filled with plague corpses. A trap. Yeah. Yes! I have concentrated morphine. Alright. spice up some coffee. Get a bit quicker on my feet. Others happily trap themselves. Some people get trapped. Doors, windows, and brains all boarded off. I'm begging you, tell them to open the doors. Everything's locked. We're trapped in here. Are you totally out of your mind? Use your head. Do you think they locked the doors for fun? Have you seen what's out there? It's like the last days of Sodom and Marah Shabnak walking on our clay legs. My friend's stuck outside. We were together. I managed to slip inside, but he... What's going on outside? He's a goner. Forget it. Your friend's gone. Whole district's doomed. There's plague fumes everywhere. No air to breathe. We're doomed too. Simple as that. So why is everyone standing around like nothing happened? Why is no one doing anything? This is what's being done. The quarantine dictates that infected districts must be sealed off, and that's how we ended up here. Whoever came up with the quarantine rules is a real idiot. They locked themselves in the town hall with that degree. We're cut off from everything. All the doors are locked. They've walled us in and left us for dead. And who is this genius? Someone or the other. Could be anybody at this point. A chicken with his head cough could do better. Seemed like Ogimsky Jr. was calling the shots at first. There was talk of a vaccine even, and some big shots started issuing these ridiculous decrees. Isn't there a doc from the capital here? Isn't he overseeing the emergency command? I heard the doctor lost his nerve and tried to skip town. Oh, disgraceful. How could someone do that? That's exactly what I'm saying. I feel sorry for him. I understand the fear. I'd run too if I could, but it's too late now. I only regret one thing. Who's going to water Miss Zoya now? Who's Miss Zoya? My poppy plant, my beauty. She just started blooming. Bright red flowers, oh so pretty, and now she'll wither, my poor child. The whole town's on the brink of death, and you're worried about a potted plant? I feel bad for everyone, but so what? Is it Miss Zoya's fault? I should have watered her when I went outside today. If I don't make it out alive, promise you'll look after her for me, okay? She needs watering every day, just a little, but it has to be done. Fine. Good grief. There we go. Hands an arc, second hand's a year, the hour hand's a semicircle, or is this not a clock after all? That's a weird looking clock. Oh, there it is. You, are you the head of this place? You sign this paper for me, please? This death certificate, I mean. Who's that certificate? My brother's dead. Bad man he was. Wicked man. Still he was family. Now I'm fussing about, collecting all the papers. It's the 5th day now that I can't get a death certificate. Silly, really. The man's no more, but the paper. Ugh. Please make sure you have the paper. Do you even understand what's happening outside? The town hall is blocked off. The plague is running rampant. And you're worried about papers. Yes, I know. But what else am I meant to do? I came here to plead for Keurig, and now I guess my wife will have to collect my body and beg the doctor for the same kind of paper. We all fall down here, one after another, like dominoes. Why do you need that death certificate? He had a kid, he did, and he had a room. And we need the certificate so they don't kick his kid out from that room in the cold. The scary face of red tape, you know. How'd he die? He was always a madman, that one. 5 days ago, he tried to take a knife on the younger brother Barak at the station. He thought Barak had killed his father, but it was all this rubbish. They cleared Barak's name now. I saw your brother's body. The knife wounds were precise, almost surgical cuts. He didn't suffer. Ooh. Trade goods. Empty chest. Vlad the Younger. Oh, it's Mr. Ogimsky. Vladislav Ogimsky, son of Vladislav Ogimsky. That's not confusing. The factory owner. Heir to one of the 3 ruling families. One can imagine the autonomy he enjoyed living under his father's shadow. See, that's a normal-sized cow. Normal-ish. He thought his father's power could be gently modernized through reform, kept up with contemporary thinkers. He put his faith in progress, and as his reward, the dirtiest task fell to him.
Behind any pretty facade There's a yawning black pit. Always.
What options does the town have when there's no vaccine or cure? There's neither a hospital nor doctors. Isolation and quarantine are only tools to slow the plague spread. Are you the one who issued the decree not to rescue people from the infected districts? Everyone is saying I asked it. Isidore Barak did 5 years ago. They can think what they want, but they're remembering it wrong. My measures were not so harsh. Isidore Barak sealed off the plague district with no chance of escape. I at least told the orderlies to keep an eye out for bonfires, to keep those trapped behind cordons a chance. I understand the logic behind it, but the measures should be granular, not district-wide. And why bonfires? What do they guarantee? An infected man can light one just as well. It's a primeval belief, one might say. She can't tolerate fire. She's either afraid of it or in contrast drawn to it like a moth. I found this symbolic. Please keep it in mind. Please keep in mind our orders are not simple folk. They need a convincing omen to compel them into the plague fumes. Convincing to them, not you or I. She can't tolerate fire. You mean the plague? The sarcasm is unwarranted. The plague feels alive even to me sometimes, let alone the orderlies. If you spent any time with us, you would understand. I was just beginning to respect you. Be that as it may, by the third day we realized the scale of the catastrophe. The town needed saving. And I was ready to propose concrete measures. Yeah, when they say the plague is alive and they anthropomorphize it, that's Shabnak. And we may see her at some point. And here we are. I will soon pay with my life for my actions. Like your father's actions, surely it was he who placed you in such a prestigious position. I'm getting tongue-tied. I will soon pay with my life for my actions, as will you for your inaction. I am not a proud man, Denkovsky. 2 days ago I waited for you at the Emergency Epidemic Committee hearing. If you wish to take matters into your own hands, I would not have stood in your way. But you simply didn't show up. Forgive me, I tend to forget that when I'm not there, grown men cannot even lift a spoon to feed themselves. Oh, okay. We can relook those. I let power slip into the hands of those unfit to wield it. The consequences are plain. Okay. Don't let Vlad take power. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay. Ready, steady. Kind of worked. And then develop on the other side of the river. Possible tower is the dominant landmark. Hey, look, the polyhedron. Okay. I was getting a little bit scared there. I didn't know if it was working. Fast checkmate is in 2 moves. They've played the same way they run this town.
It's a crow eat crow world.
What's that smell? Bile! The prototype uses other reagents as well, but they hardly smell of anything. Your contraption works. Let's assume as much. Is it enough to traverse the infected district? We've already established that you have no better options. Fine, let's assume that too. Listen up. You need to make it to the southern exit of the district. It's guarded by orderlies. The other exits are either sealed off or being guarded by vigilantes best avoided. By vigilantes, you mean a mob armed with sharp sticks driven by fear. Got it. But first, you need to light several bonfires. More than one, that's important. Again with the bonfires. Let's tell the orders that there are living people trapped in the district. I'll be standing in front of them as living proof. I said it already, this is how it's been since the first outbreak 5 years ago. If there are fires burning in an area, that means there's still survivors, still able-bodied and healthy. Only those are worth saving. We're ordered not to bother with small pockets of doomed people. But you're suggesting I light all these bonfires by myself to deceive your own system? It's not my system. We issued the decree in haste and panic. If I survive, I'll overturn it. If we survive, I'll be the one issuing decrees. This guy doesn't know how rare it is for crows to cannibalize, right? What does that got to do with it? Anyway. I'll probably, I think I'll do this and then I'll quit for the night. This is infected and sealed off. I can only leave if I light several bonfires. And wait for it to load in. Oop, I accidentally set off another one. More. Ooh, okay. Oh, there it is. Yep, we got it. There's a little bit of tobacco for the senses. Gentlemen! He's alive! Boys, there's someone alive here! I'm not the only survivor. There are people trapped in the town hall and they need urgent help. Whoever's trapped in there is dead to us. Gathered in Sabarov's orders. Sabarov isn't trapped in there himself, you fool. And who are you? The only qualified doctor in this benighted town. We're only doing our jobs. The decree is simple. No fires, no entry. People can be saved only if the bonfires are lit in the district. Otherwise, it means they're all dead. Hang on, my freaking thingamajig. Open your eyes. The bonfires are lit. Wait, really? Let me count them again. 1 fire, 2 fire, 3 fire, 5! Boys, there's survivors in the backbone. Well then, clear the exit of the district. Escort people from fire to fire. Do not deviate from the road. Hurry! And one more thing, at least wrap a rag around your face so you don't breathe into miasma. Indeed, we'll need some kind of protection for the orderlies. It's right terrifying to go in there, but it can't be helped. Orders are orders. And you, survivor, why are you still standing there? Get on out to the clean district since you managed to walk all the way here. I yearn to breathe clean air and not flinch at every shadow. Be careful route step by step to avoid dangerous districts. Districts, I want two sticks. Walk directly to my target. I need to rush. If I change my mind, I can always undo my last move or start over. Okay, well, I have to go to the warehouses. Yeah, so you travel automatically through normal districts, but I think if it's an infected or rioting district, then that will be, you'll have to walk through it. Okay, it's saved, so I think we'll stop once we, get out of this transition. And the load times. Hey, Sawbones, is that you? You the big city Sawbones? The dog, I should say. Yes? Don't you fret, I'm not interested in your jingle jangle, not worth the hassle. Just tell me straight, Doc, am I plagued? If only all gentlemen look like you do sought medical advice instead of my wallet. I'm serious and scared. Is it okay to admit fear to a Sawbones, doctor? Ever since I found out my Kulon had died, I've been scared out of my wits, and it claimed her in 5 hours she was young and strong. One confession deserves another. I don't know if youth keeps one safe at all. It would be logical if it did, but the disease seems to spare no one. I hoped her stepblood would protect her, but she's of the kin. Left to people, but was still torn between town and steppe. I thought maybe if I quarreled with her on purpose, she'd return to her kind and wouldn't suffer her fate no more. It's too late now. I've already heard this notion that steppe people are immune to the plague, but I suspect those are just tall tales. Poor thing, such a shame. I don't want to die, though. You have to be straight, Doc. Will I follow Kulon soon? Should I prepare bread and milk, or can his pass me by? So you suspect your lover might have infected you. It's not impossible. When did you see her last? Day before yesterday, in the morning, when she died. Yesterday. I know very little of the plague yet, but it's clear from its dynamics that one can't survive the infection for more than a day. If you were infected, you wouldn't be here. Are you sure? Consider how many people have died since the outbreak 2 years ago. The disease obviously develops very quickly. I'd say the incubation period is 5 to 8 hours. Ah, you've done me a service. Poor Kulon's suffering ended just yesterday. She came to me even earlier than that. Your math checks out. Doctor. Sorry, I should address you with respect. According to your account, I couldn't have caught it from her. Visible skin areas look fine, breathing normal. That's enough to rule out an old infection. It takes 5 hours to burn someone out like a candle. It's clear as day. I've been racking my brain. She was healthy when she came to me. Only her legs were wobbly after a night of dancing. And suddenly, bam, dead to the plague like that. Shows you how death sneaks up on you, wicked like a cut person in an alley. Any death is wicked. That mortality is embedded into human nature itself is even more wicked. Such loud words of yours. They ring here in this backwater. It's like an alarm bell or artillery. They don't fit the scenery like you. Can I help with something, Doc? You're looking lost as a newborn babe. Lost, am I? Maybe you can help. I'm looking for a doctor named Reuben. If I knew where he was, I'd have gone to him with my blade question. He saw the last outbreak and was Barak's, Isidor's apprentice. Well, he's gone, vanished as if the earth swallowed him. You think he's right here in the warehouses? I'll be damned. I'm not sure myself, but I need to talk to him, do something useful at least. Tough luck. I'd love to repay you, but I can't. I don't know where Robin went. You know, ask the little ones, the kids, if you run into some. They scout every corner of this place. They don't miss a thing. If Ruben's here, they've seen him. Unless they need to deal with local children again, but looks like I'll have to. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah. I should probably just exit it rather than going to the menu, but hey. Yes. Okay, that will be all for tonight. Tomorrow, I don't know. More Deltarune, more Graveyard Keeper, more something. I will figure it out if I can stream tomorrow. It's been pretty spotty, but thank you all as usual. Good night. God bless. Goodbye. Yabbity yabbity yabbity. Yeah.